On behalf of the WIPS Technical Campus College of Engineering, we come together to pay tribute to the grand personality and our very own Nobel laureate, Sahityakar Rabindra Tagore. With this thought, we'd like to pay our homage to the master of art and philosophy who not only taught us the meaning of words, but made sure we understand the hidden melody in those words too. I, Achintya Kamra from AIMLA, present a short story about the man of the hour. Rabindranath Tagore was not only a poet, but a novelist, composer, and a painter. He also gained repute as a great educator and philosopher. Born in May 1861 to an illustrious family, Tagore already showed great poetic ability as a child. Later in his life, he began to see the widespread sufferings, poverty, and human desolation of the people of Bengal. This was a catalyst that led him to write many works rich in sharp social criticism. He established a school at Shanti Niketan where he provided a creative form of education that would nurture the whole child in the free and unfettered natural setting of the Bengali countryside, where the mind would be free and the world would be the children's canvas. He was a poet who fought for social reforms and freedom for the Indian people. He called on the people to rally together and led anti-British demonstrations to protest against the wrongdoings of the British. He always advocated for non-violence as a means of liberating. Tagore possessed a deep and abiding love of humanity. His beliefs were based on the Upanishads, which taught that the self, Atma, was one with the ultimate reality, Brahman. Tagore lost his wife in 1902. Then in the space of a few years, he lost two of his children. He weathered these tragedies, continuing to write as he searched for the soul of the infinite within the finite. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for one of his most renowned poetry collection, Gitanjali. Overnight, people's attitudes towards him changed. He was knighted by the British Crown in 1915. In 1919, however, to protest against the Amritsar massacre in which the British troops fired indiscriminately on unarmed civilians, he renounced his knighthood. His gesture rekindled self-respect and inspired great courage in the Indian people. Even towards the end of his life, the poet never forgot his sense of humor. His spirits were always brimming with vitality and good cheer. Even when he could no longer write, until his final days, he continued to compose poems by dictation. Poems that condemned the human folly of war and sang of life's wonder. Tagore believed that a lamp that only stores oil remaining unlit represents an unenlightened self, unaware of its purpose. Only when the lamp offers its oil to a flame, illuminating others, does its true purpose become clear. Now presenting one of the most famous renditions by the great Rabindranath Tagore.
যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে না কই ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা কেউ কথা না কই যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফেরায় সবাই করে ভয় যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফেরায় সবাই করে ভয় তবে পরাণ খুলে কই তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into tiny fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake.